So good result in the manager's first game, and you played a big role in that. You've been in a lot in those situations. You've gotten close. So what do you think the difference was on that night?
They went in. No, it's pretty simple. I've been felt like I was doing the same as I've been doing. This time it bounced a little bit my way. I'd say I've been unlucky before or not good enough in front of the goal, but now they went in, so it's always a nice feeling when you score the goals instead of missing the chances.
Is that typical striker stuff where maybe you get into those areas where it's just not working out and then all of a sudden it does? Is it a confidence thing, or is it just, do you feel like you're just doing the same thing each game?
For me, I've been in the game for a while, so I knew it was going to come. The most important thing is to get to those chances and to be in the right position. So I feel like I've been getting my fair share of chances in the past as well. Just haven't been able to put them in, and now once I got the first one, the second one just seemed to come straight after. So of course, for a striker, it's always nice to get to goals and hopefully build on that in the next games to come as well.
In your experience, if you get into, if it's a slump, I don't know what you would call it, do you go back and look? Are there little intricate things that you can point out to, or is it just, again, it's just finishing one time and not the other?
No, for me it's been more looking at if you're doing things the right way, and I felt like I've been doing that. I've been getting to my chances and I've been close. They just haven't been able to go in. So it's more about just continue doing what you're doing, and now you know the goals eventually they're going to come. So hopefully they're going to come.
Your personality and body language would suggest you weren't frustrated. You don't really seem to change at all.
No, I mean, I've been in the game for a while, so I know it's going to go up and down, and of course you always want it to go up and up and up. That's not the case always, and of course at times it's a bit frustrating when you miss and miss, but that's just the way it is, and eventually it has to turn around, and hopefully that's the case now.
Yeah,
word from you.
How important is it, even when the goals aren't happening, that you're doing a lot of that other work that maybe doesn't go noticed by fans or others, the kind of dirty work, right? Like the running and creating space for other guys. When the goals aren't coming for yourself, those are still huge parts of your game, right? That you need to just continue to do.
Yeah, no, and as I always said as well, the working and the running part of the game is huge for me, and that's part of my game. And of course, as a fan, you would like to see goals and dribbles and stuff like that, and you may not notice all the dirty work, as you call it, and but for the teammates and for the coaches, and they all know what work you put in, and of course it's always nice to top that with some goals, and I don't know. Yeah, as I said, I knew it was going to turn around, and for me it's just important to keep doing what I'm doing and run and work hard, and eventually the goals are going to come.
What were the particular changes when Villa went down? You know, you have a plan, you have a lineup, and now it changes. It looked like you moved a little bit more central, more consistently.
Yeah, in the start of the game, Villa was going to be the number 9, and I was, especially in the defense, to be more on Bradley and to stop him from dictating their game. And once David had to go out, it was Maxi did that job, and I moved a little bit more forward, and Maxi knows that role, and I know how to play the number 9 as well. So then it worked out well, and that's, as we've been talking about before as well, we have a strong squad, and even though our best player goes out injured, we still turn it around against a really good team. So that shows that we have the quality and we have the squad to go all the way.
Maxi Morales delivers a pretty good ball in a pretty timely fashion, like your second goal. But you've seen that consistently throughout the season, haven't you?
Yeah, I know it is, and everybody else has as well. I think Max is a great footballer, and if you put some runners around him, he's gonna pick the pass every time, and he's been doing that consistently all year to a number of people on the team, and me as well. And it was nice for me to finish off with a goal and give him an assist. He deserved that. So no, it's a pleasure playing with Max because you know you can make those runs and the pass are gonna be right there for you.
I was going to say on that goal, like when you look back on it, it seemed like you started your sprint like as soon as he had the ball. Did you pop your head up at him, or did he do it to you, or is it just because of already having that chemistry where you knew as soon as you got the ball to run into that space as hard as you can?
You know, I was a little bit deeper than Max in that moment, and when I saw him getting on the ball and being able to turn, I knew he could pick out the pass. It was just to put your head down and make the run, and the pass came and the finish came as well. So it was a good one.
You had two very different goals. One, the little back heel and the scramble, and then the other one, the slotted finish. Was the second goal maybe a little bit more satisfying because you've been in those exact positions before and not finishing it?
Yeah, and it's more of a typical goal for me. I make the run and I get the pass, and this time I finished it off. But it's the run that creates the chance, and I feel like I've been doing that a lot this year, and I haven't been able to finish them off. So of course it was satisfying to get one of those as well. The first one, as I say, is more of an instinct and goes between the defender's legs, and it won't happen 10 out of 10 times. So that was more of a goal is a goal, but the second one I was more satisfied with. Yeah.
It seemed like you had a bit of a wry smile on the first goal. You know, everybody certainly gets excited about a goal, but you kind of looked like, yeah, man.
Yeah, no, it was good, but that was the 1-1 goal. We wanted to win that game, and the second one gave us the lead. So in that sense, it was more important as well. So of course, it always feels good to score, but when you get the lead and eventually the win, it feels a little bit better.
But the first one was a little bit more of like a David flair, right? Like the
yeah, no,
the back heel, the edge
like
of six.
Just on the instinct and getting the ball on the goal and in one end. So it was nice to see that one going as well.
In the course of your career, what are the majority of your strikes that finish? Is there a particular fashion that happens? Where have you scored a majority of your goals? Are they more like the second goal? Is it inside the six or close to the six? Is there anything in general?
Nah, I've been playing a lot of positions as a number 9, as a winger, as more of a number 10. So I feel like I've been scoring some goals from pretty much everything, from set pieces to free kicks to penalties to headers to lefties, righties. But I'm not maybe the typical number 9 that just pops up and score the tap-ins all the time. I'm more of a runner and makes to work for your goals, and in that sense maybe the second one last game was more of a typical goal for me.
Stays here.
How has the MLS style different for you than international, or has it been the same soccer-wise?
No, it's every league is a bit different. I mean, even the leagues in Europe, I've played in Norway, Sweden, and then England and Scotland. The leagues there are different in their ways as well. So it's not easy to comparing it to, let's say, a European league. But as far as if you compare it to the Premier League, of course it's different. But if you take the Norwegian league, it's different in another way. So it's got its own style and its own thing, and I mean it's a difficult league. It's got a lot of good players, and of course they play a different way than the other leagues I've been to. So it takes a while to get into, but it's a nice league.
All right, one more for Joe.
New coach. Now this is his third or fourth day here.
Yeah, no.
I mean, how has the integration been? I mean, has he been able to put his stamp on at all in his short time, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he had one session before the game, so it's hard to change everything, and I don't think he wanted to change a lot as well. It was just some small details, and now I think he gets to go to work now as well and change the things he wants to change, and I'm looking forward to that. The first impression is good, and hopefully he can move us forward.
All right, thank you.
Brilliant.